Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another broadcast of Limestone University Sports. I'm the Professor Scott Berry, along with Seth Eves, who will be on in just a moment. We're going to be starting a little bit late on this one, as the Carson Newman Eagles men's squad is up against the Saints. For this one, Limestone comes in 4-7 overall, 1-6 conference. Carson Newman 9-4 overall, 5-3 in the conference. By the way, on the women's side, we had some other games going on, and Coker with a 5-point lead, 67-62 over homestanding Lenore-Rhyne with 42 seconds remaining. Looks like they're on track to potentially win that one, and Emory and Henry with 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go, trailing Wingate 64-40. So Emory and Henry still looking for their first conference victory, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah, you were just going to let me not talk the rest of the broadcast?
Well, no, I had it off because you were gone.
I'm just messing. Carson Newman receiving votes in the NABC poll.
Which is interesting because they're 5-3 in conference, which is kind of interesting. Trying to get the men's basketball pages up instead of the women's stuff. Lincoln Memorial in first place. On the men's side with a 5-0 conference record. Coker and Lenore-Rhyne at 7-1, just a bit behind. Carson Newman Catawba at 5-3 are next up at tie for fourth place, and Wingate at 3-3. Limestone brings up the rear along with Newberry and Emory Henry, 1-5 overall slate. And this, again, we're going to have a game for the Saints where they're without their third leading scorer, Arzea Owens, who scratched off the roster. A coach's decision, by the way. The men's squad in the last home game actually did a pretty good job with Mars Hill and put together a excellent game using a whole lot of freshmen. Or you've got those fancy colored ones if you want.
Yeah, you've got. Yeah, I was say you've got them too. I was going to ask if you had one, but you got them right there. I see.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. See, this is actually easier because there's less paper around it. But I guess this is, attached, so I guess I could. But
you got fancy pictures and stuff. Carson Newman doing a first-class job with all the
shout
paperwork.
out to their sports information department. This is going to help us greatly. Saw Adam Cavalier up there, the fine play-by-play and the voice of the Eagles.
Yeah, they've got radio here.
Yeah, so they're a rarity in the conference, is that they have a radio crew that travels.
Well, we've seen the travel before more in football.
Right.
But it's becoming a little less common.
In basketball, the only ones I can remember seeing here are Carson Newman, Tusculum, and I remember Wise has a couple older gentlemen who do radio for them. But
by the way, this Carson Newman squad leading scorer is Jack Browder, number 1, 21.2 points per game and 8.5 rebounds per game.
And let's not forget this, Professor. Number 2, Nick Brennigan. He is the one that had 64 in a game against Newberry last year.
That's right. He's 14.5 points a game, 17.8 for the number 2 scorer. That's John Zhao, who I'm thinking, is this from some exotic place? No, John Zhao grew up in Sevierville. Even though
Hey, it says here his father was a professional rugby player.
Yes, which is very interesting.
Well, I'm looking at the stats, I'm looking at everything. I got one question for you, Professor. You got your seatbelt on? Because I think we're going to have a track meet. Both these teams average 80 a game. It was in the 90. It was 90. It was
98 to 89.
The first time around.
And by the way, that was the first win after 3 straight losses against Limestone for Carson Newman.
So if you like, bring Taylor in the house. So if you She's going to be our switcher, it looks
Oh,
like.
have you learned how to do this? Okay.
But anyway, yeah, I didn't want you to have that conversation on the air.
Oh, that's all right. For right now, you can switch cameras this way, F5 and F6. Don't worry about anything else for the moment.
But yeah, if you're wanting some of those old school roughhouse Big Ten, Big East games in the 50s or 60s, go watch something else because this is going to be an up-tempo game.
That's right. Limestone led by Sir Hughes with 18.2 a game. Greg McKay with 18.0.
Next basketball game between the Carson Newman Eagles and your Limestone University Saints. And now for the starting lineup.
Oh, the scoreboard is wrong. Other than the fact that it's got the wrong people on it. Don't worry about that. It's got visitor and home.
Starting guard, 6'3", senior number 3, Trey.
Pay attention to this one or this one?
Starting 4,
No.
6'9", junior number 5, Braden.
One camera, the other camera. Don't worry about what's.
By Chuck Benson, assisted by K.T. Carter, Luke Redigan, and Dave Ball.
They're going to turn out the lights on us again, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
And now, starters of 2024-2025 live.
It looks like we have nobody up on the camera. Go ahead and go up on. Oh, no, now we do.
Number 0, Sir.
You're probably going to want to keep it on that camera until both of them. Well, now both of them are moving.
Wilbur, Georgia, number 11, Trey. Starting at center, a 6'6" sophomore from Melbourne, Florida. Number 15, Bowman Jella. Starting at forward, a 6'6" senior from Nassau, Bahamas. Number 30, Greg McKay. And starting at guard, a 6'4" junior from Goose Creek, South Carolina. Number 55, George Bowman. Played the post by Cal Perry. He's assisted by Wesley Clifton and Cam Rickard.
There, somebody turned on the lights.
There we go. Yep.
Limestone University, the South Atlantic Conference, NCAA promoted sports.
14th time these two teams have met. 7-5 the edge for Carson Newman. Kyle Perry in his 7th year. Chuck Benson in his 22nd year guiding the Eagle program. And again, 1 and 2 is their 1-2 punch. Browder is their leading scorer this year, and Brennigan can fill it up too, as evidenced by the 64 last year against Newberry.
Plus Zhao from distance.
Is the name of the game.
He's one of their big three-point shooters.
You know,
He's 38 of 82 from downtown.
when you look at
Brennigan just behind at 31 of 77.
when you look at superlatives for Carson Newman, they lead the conference in field goal percentage and are 3rd nationally in that department. They're 8th nationally in three-point field goal, but they are 12th in the conference in turnover margin. And away we go.
Tip from Illick is picked up by the Eagles. These teams met not that long ago, so they're quite familiar with each other. Although the roster Limestone has is a bit different. Zhao drive all the way. Right by.
He played high school at Sevier County, home of the Smoky Bears, who just recently won a high school football championship.
Peyton with the ball to McKay. McKay thought about driving but doesn't have anything. Sir Hughes, open 3, boom. That gives you an idea what you're going to expect tonight. Or this afternoon still?
Yeah.
Still this afternoon.
Yeah, it's just a little after 4 o'clock.
Sir Hughes, just enough defense to clear that, and Peyton with a great save. Gives it up to Yaturi Bolton. Bolton had the 3 if he wanted it, didn't take it. Limestone has pretty much anybody who will take a 3, and Jelen last touch, or no, foul. So first foul of the game goes to Carlin Jelen, the sophomore out of Melbourne, Florida. Open three, nothing but net for Illick, the junior out of Morristown, and a transfer from ETSU. So
Yeah, Illick. They got a few people on their team that aren't from Tennessee as opposed to the women.
now Hubbard, number 3, is out of Charlotte, but a transfer from Queens.
Yep.
Saints get a 2 or another 3, excuse me. Another 3 the other way it goes.
They, like we just said, 8th in the United States in three-point field goal percentage.
What was it, a game or 2 ago, home, the women, it was like 20 points by the time we got through the first half of the first quarter.
I can't remember which game it was. Was it the LMU game, maybe?
Yeah, it was just nobody was scoring. That's a blocking foul on Zhao. Didn't get enough out of the way. And McKay didn't lower his shoulder on that move to the side. Sir Hughes put things in. Bolton getting the start tonight. Nice move to the hole for Carlin Jellin. Tied at 8.
Yeah, nifty little move right there, and he's able to knock this game up.
Well, they've had equal number of possessions, so that's good for the Saints. That's going to be a foul on number 5, Brandon Illick, the junior. A little too much reaching around the arm to try and take away that board.
Illick at 3 seasons at Morristown East High School had 1,231 points, 712 rebounds, and 271 blocks.
Staying right home, basically.
Yep. Just a stone's throw away from Jefferson City is Motown.
Jellin out to Hughes, and Sir Hughes steps on the back line. We should point out that those area in front of the bench, it's an abnormal amount of out-of-bounds calls that we see here over the last couple of years. I think it has to do with the fact that you have that dark blue border, and then you've got this white line, and the white line is out of bounds.
Right.
And so it looks so much closer to the light color of the floor that it's easy to get confused. Router working against Peyton, in and out, and McKay with a great rebound. Jellin, he's trying to move players down so he's got room. He wants to hand off to no. Fakes the handoff to Hughes. NBA 3 circles the drain.
Bolton.
First lead for the, or no, they had a lead at 6-5, so
Bolton,
second lead for the Saints.
Bolton, 29% three-point shooter, only averages 4 points a game.
A little short on that 3.
Neither one of these teams bashful about shooting the 3 ball, you can tell.
Hughes to Peyton. Oh, nice pass out. Bolton, another 3, in and out. Should say 3 attempt. Zhao bringing the ball up. That's an NBA 3.
Wow.
Won't go. Jellin with a nice tip.
Talk about having the green light.
Well, he's the one who shot and made the most. Second highest scorer, and a fadeaway for Peyton, not Bolton, as you hear in the background. Frank got that one wrong. 13-8, largest lead of the game for either squad at 5. Quick 3 is a bit short, but not short enough. And
it is fascinating to watch a 3-oriented offense because they'll take them from anywhere, and shot clock be damned in that instance.
And it works for the pros too. The little NBA
Oh,
Cup
yeah.
won by the Bucks from the threes, as much as anything. Although you got Giannis.
Oh, now, yeah, he's a game changer. Let's see, big guys. There's like I watched Brook Lopez play college at Stanford. I never thought 16 years later he'd be shooting threes, but he is, because that's how the game is. There they go again.
A little off on that three by Illick.
They make 11 threes a game, which is second in the conference and 13th nationally. Limestone 5th in the conference, 92nd nationally at 8.6. So
Sir Hughes trying to drive. McKay for the three. Nothing but net.
you want to know another thing that's going to make that one of the reasons why they have the green light each team from three, because nationally, Carson Newman and Limestone in three-point defense, field goal percentage, 226th and 250th respectively.
Oh, great rebound by Bolton,
But
slapping the ball out of the hands of the Eagle player right there.
That kind of percentage is going to just
Sir Hughes. That was partially blocked. Don't know if it'll get recorded that way.
But yeah, that's going to lead to more threes taken and by more threes made when you look at the defensive, three-point defensive struggles of these teams.
Oh, nice turnaround move to the basket for Illick.
That's a real collector's item, Professor. They took a two-point shot.
He leads all scorers with 8. By the way, Limestone just using 5 players so far. They've got a player waiting to come in.
Yeah, we've gone through the under-16 timeout, and we might be playing through the under-12.
This game just keeps moving. It's not stopping.
Refs letting them play. Of course, there's no real contact inside because all the shots are going inside or outside.
Shot clock down.
There you go again.
Steps back. That is a 3, and he makes it.
Not
the prettiest looking one. Saints by 6.
I asked you if you had your seatbelt buckled.
By the way, there's been no substitutions for the Eagles either.
Oh, man. I told you it's going to be up to... Goodness gracious.
Well, they don't have quarters, but we're not even to the quarter mark, and we've almost had 40 points scored. Peyton could have used that screen for a pull-up. Shellen. Second try won't go either. In and out on that 3. Carson Newman now 4 of 9 on three-pointers. Limestone 5 of 6. Hey, 4 of 9 is not bad percentages. That's in the mid-40s. Hughes able to push away. 6 of 7. Sir Hughes now with 9 points. He's 3 of 3 from downtown. Saints back up by 6. Illick will take another 3. Illick is now
it's him again.
4 of 5.
Oh my! I want to get a body on him. I mean, this is. Watching the first 10 minutes of this game makes me want to see Professor. Makes me want to see Carson Newman play Coker. Because Coker runs that high octane offense too.
Yep.
Oh my Lord.
I thought McKay was going to take the 3, and that's interesting. I don't know that was the intended recipient of the pass. Bolton comes close on a 3. Not enough, though, and the chance to tie here if Carson Newman puts up another 3 ball.
Why not? Good night!
We're tied at 22 points, 44 points in less than a quarter's worth of time.
This is wild. There's not really much for me to say. Guess who had the block?
That did not hit the rim, by the way. I hope Limestone understands that.
Basket by
soft touch.
A rare 2-pointer. Limestone, 6 of its 9 shots have been made threes. 6 of his 9 makes, and 6 of 8 for Carson Newman.
A 2-point basket? What is this sorcery? I didn't know that was allowed in this game.
Well, Limestone's had 3, Carson Newman's had 2 2-pointers.
Illick again. Oh!
Get it out. Finally missed his second.
Oh.
The follow doesn't go.
Oh.
We've not yet had a media timeout. Now there's 5 players waiting to go in.
This is wild. I don't think I've ever seen anybody us play through 2 media timeouts. We've already been through under 16. Well, they're threatening on getting to the under 8. Finally, we're going to have a
foul on number 3. Hubbard.
Wow.
Trey Hubbard, the senior out of Charlotte and transfer from Queens, with the foul. That gets us to a media timeout, and we'll take a break and be back. Back at the Rock. I'm the Professor Scott Berry along with Seth Eves. Go ahead, Seth. You were going to talk.
I think would it be fair to describe the pace of this game as blistering?
Maybe not enough.
How about breakneck? How about breakneck speed?
Breakneck speed is a good way of putting it. Trying to see what other games are going on here.
We should have that. Emory and Henry Wingate should be getting going soon, and Coker, Lenore Ryan. So those are the other early games.
No, Coker, Lenore Ryan. Maybe that was men's basketball that was up there. They've got a box score.
Oh, wow.
Lenore Ryan beat Coker 99-98.
Wow. Or maybe they played at noon or something.
They may have.
But anyway.
Henry Wingate is set for 4:30, not 4. So they put a little more leisurely time, which is a better way of doing it.
Our Saks scoreboard sponsored by nobody. To quote the great Ernie Johnson, unsullied by sponsorship since insert year here.
For the first time, we got Vargas in.
Yeah, you got a Koji in there too. Shot clock violation.
Limestone not paying enough attention. And we got another media timeout, except this time we're not going to take a break. We're just going to stay right here.
I think everybody's having a laugh on the scores table about that. Johnny, referee, Frank.
Sounds like it.
I think they're just as amazed about the breakneck speed as we are.
So, Coker, Lenore Ryan had 1 more point at halftime, 49-47, or 2 more points, and then Coker outscored them by 1 to make it a 1-point game.
It was a battle of 2 of the top teams in the conference, and the Bears get it done.
Well, Coker now 9-1, 7-1 in conference, and Lenore Ryan 10-2 and 7-1. Now that's their record before. So Lenore Ryan goes to 8-1 in conference. Coker falls to 7-2 once they update that in the standings. And they have not done that yet. Now statistical leaders, Browder second in the conference at 21.2 points per game. Sir Hughes is 4th in the conference at 18.2. Yep. Browder leads the conference in rebounds per game at 8.5. Greg McKay 5th in the conference at 7.6. And nobody else is up there in the field goal percentage or 3-point percentage. There's a guy from Emory Henry that's 76% field goal percentage.
That is
got to be a big guy underneath. Limestone.
Uh-oh.
Almost. Limestone's press almost did something there. Butts with the ball. Hand off to McElhaney. Got a shot off just in time and it goes in.
Basketball, Joshua Butts.
Joshua Butts, the senior out of Fairburn, Georgia, ties the game for the Eagles.
That's first time we've really seen anybody use a lengthy amount of the shot clock. And in their case, they used every bit of it.
McKay back out for a wide open three for Franklin Davis, and that's good.
Franklin Davis.
Trey with the tray.
Saints are 7 of 9.
Oh, excuse me, it's Franklin Davis. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. God.
Yep.
Boy, I know what I'm talking about.
That's all right. You fixed it.
Oh, Browder inside.
Basketball, Jack Browder.
That's Browder's first points. Illick, by the way, has 17 of the 26 points. All but 9 points from Illick. Getting a well-deserved rest. Sir Hughes trying to go, spin, fade away, won't go. Vargas gets it. Vargas has been a work in progress coming out of Venezuela. Did not start the season with the Saints because of eligibility stuff that had to be determined. Oh, nice give and go to McKay. And a foul. It'll be, I believe, number 0, Butts. Yep.
We are now at the under eight timeout. 27-26 Saints.
I got to do a little fix. Talk.
27-26 Limestone. 6:36 to play in the opening half. Seppi, Scott Berry, Brent Taylor, our entire Saints Sports Network crew with you. Final broadcast, final home event of the 2024 calendar year. Of course, only one more athletic event period in the calendar year for the Saints. That will be a women's basketball game on Saturday at Georgia College. Now, you look at the men's team, of course, they will not play again until January the 4th at Tusculum. They aren't home again, the Saints, until January the 8th when they play UVA Wise. So, last one of the year. Professor, since this game might not have any breaks, I wanted to ask you a question. This, of course, being our last sports broadcast of the calendar year.
That's right.
What sticks out to you as some of the biggest moments we've had on the network here in 2024?
Well, at least 1 or 2 of those football games.
We had some fun with those football games.
And everything men's soccer except for the last game.
Yep.
When you lose in the round of 16. But
those last 2 football games we did, we were just having a ball up there.
Oh, we were. But a lot to look forward to in the spring. In particular, both men's and women's lacrosse have some pretty decent programs. Men in particular.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Limestone with 5 national championships, and I've got 3 rings from it. So.
By the way, shout out Ish to women's lacrosse. I say Ish because she's a great person. I just hope that the women's lacrosse assistant coach, Catherine Stakowski, or Stack as we refer to.
Yeah, everyone knows her as Stack.
I hope she's upset around midnight Saturday night and her Buckeyes take an L against the Vols in the playoff.
Well, I know who I'm rooting for.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the Buckeyes.
I figured. Well, you got double reason. You have the UT doctorate and you're the Michigan thing.
Yeah, I grew up with Michigan. I was born in Ann Arbor.
Yep.
When my dad was in engineering school at the University of Michigan. So, yes, I got raised on that. Limestone's number 2, Drake Locklear, in there. And nice little tip there. Illick back in. Okogie. Ball put on the ground. Another open 3. Boom.
I mean,
tie game.
And that's the last person you want to leave open. You got to know where he is. The way he's shooting today. He only averages 10 points a game, but he's 35% from 3.
Well, you know, when you got the hot hand, McKay from the free throw line, nothing but net.
Club flag for McKay.
Saints by a pair. Pretty good man defense by the Saints right now. But they are kind of letting some of those open threes happen. Well, McKay did a great job with his body of making that really hard.
Oh, boy, he's doing it at both ends. Alley-oop.
The alley-oop didn't work. In and out. Block clear to Okogie and back. Won't go. Rebound by Brennigan. By the way, 20 points now for Illick. What a steal.
Wow.
Peyton with a great layup.
Boy,
that looked like perfect defense from number 1, Jack Browder. But no. He switched hands from his outside hand to his inside hand to avoid the block attempt.
Oh, boy, he thought about that three.
He did. Limestone was going to let him have it, too. I mean, Illick's the one that's on fire.
Look, everybody's staying stationary without the ball.
It's going to be a foul on McKay.
God, the way he was shooting, I'm surprised that didn't bounce in.
But a break for the Saints as they at least force the two-point attempt. So we got a media timeout. We'll take the break, and we'll be back after this. And we're back.
On-the-job training. Professor giving Bryn a little on-the-job training here with the switching. Of course, this will happen, you know, when you're short-staffed, the holidays and everything else.
That's right. Fortunately, we don't have any other, like, late December games.
Exactly.
Like we've had in the past.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not planning on making any big trips at this point, it's always nice to have a quiet Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
So, Illick leading all scorers with 20 points. Next on the list for Carson Newman is Browder with 4.
Yeah, I mean.
Now, Hughes is just shy of 10 points at 9. McKay at 7 and Peyton at 7. And McKay leading the Saints with 4 boards. Illick, of course, 3 boards leading the Eagles. But there's not a lot of boards because both teams shooting 12 of 23 overall, 52.2%. 7 of 14 on threes for Carson Newman. 7 of 10 for 70% for the Saints. And Limestone's had the only free throws. McKay made both, so 100% on free throws. These are the first free throws. Sorry, I can't talk. Free throws for Illick, and not the prettiest one, but it goes in.
83% free throw shooter on the year.
Yeah, he's likely to make it and tie the game.
I mean, everything else has been dropping for him today. Why wouldn't you expect 2 free throws to not drop? Tie, 33-33.
By the way, this is a pretty good free throw shooting team. We got an offensive foul on McKay.
Yep.
His second foul in a row. And second foul overall. But only 3 and 4 personals respectively. Vargas back in for McKay. Railer out of Venezuela. We don't have a specific location on our stat sheet, so that's all I can tell you. Not even sure it's on the website.
Now you got some off-ball movement.
Oh! He
Boy,
expected a motion. Illick expected Hubbard to actually move to that ball.
I'll tell you what, Taylor Theron, I think her name, or the athletic trainer, she was nearly in the crossfire on that.
Well, she's not looking. She's actually
that's what really made it
working
dangerous.
on McKay right now with her back to the crowd. Hughes, pull-up jumper at the free throw line, won't go. Vargas with a good ball. Oh, what
Good
a save.
There we go.
Little beyond his normal distance for Vargas. Nice move out for help defense for Vargas. Short on the three, and Okogie with the board.
Got Locklear in the game.
Check that out.
Ow! A little dipsy-do.
Nice move to the bucket by Sir Hughes. Hughes now in double figures with 11 points. First player for the Saints to get there. Oh, nice give and go there. And that's going to be a foul, I think, on 8.
Yes, this is good.
Jack Browder,
No, it's on 2. Foul's actually on Trey Locklear, redshirt freshman out of Boiling Springs.
Browder out of Dobbins-Bennett High School.
We're tied in a chance for Carson Newman to get in the lead. Their last lead was at 8-6, was 17:24 on the clock.
I've rode by Dobbins-Bennett where he went to high school. That is a palace of a high school. And, he's first-team academic All-America. He won the SAC President's Award, the first male winner in Carson Newman history of that award. Averages 21, 9, and 2 assists.
Kogi almost had it thefted.
Got to put it up.
Put it up.
Oh! Shot clock violation.
Yeah, no possession by Carson Newman. That forces Carson Newman to actually put it in bounds rather than play with it as is, which is a break for the Saints in some sense to have the shot clock violation called.
Yeah. Bolton now comes in.
Saints bring in Jellin and, as well for Vargas.
Oh, nice back door.
Nothing Jellin could do. 3-point lead for the Eagles.
Pete Carrill.
Their largest of the game, by the way.
Pete Carrill smiling somewhere with that backdoor cut.
Peyton goes and go to the kind of a bad shot, but he was going for the foul, and he'll go to the line. We have just had 5 foul shots in the game, and all 5 have been made. 3-3 for the Eagles and 2-2 for the Saints. And Franklin Davis waiting to come in. Also got, can't quite tell who it is on the sidelines for Carson Newman waiting to come in. But Illick has also joined whoever else is waiting. It's interesting when you get the players out there trying to sweep things up. This one's been Pretty close.
Oh,
Saints
yeah.
have led a couple of times by 6 points. This is the biggest lead for Carson Newman at 3.
It's what you want in a college basketball game. It's close, it's entertaining, it's got a little bit of everything.
Peyton makes it first. So Okogie goes out for Davis. As number 10, Matt Bilbrey, who came in, freshman out of Crossville, Tennessee. Under a minute to go in the half. Nice move to the bucket, but Hughes there all the way. Fadeaway jumper won't go. Tip won't go either. And Jelen, good, strong board in spite of bigger players around him.
7-second difference between game and shot clock.
Sir Hughes doesn't have anywhere to give it to until Bolton steps back. I'm surprised they haven't tried a 3. They've had several opportunities. Foul called on Carson Newman. Six-team foul. It's just an inbounds for the Saints. Shot clock is off. So barring a turnover, Limestone should get the last shot.
Timeout, Saints.
And the
Use it or
Saints are going
lose
to
it.
call a timeout to, yeah, it's partly use it to lose it, and it's also to draw up and maybe even get some subs if they want to do that.
Yep.
Timeout, Saints. 30 seconds.
You're talking about short staff. We have Gracie Poe from the women's basketball team. She's handling handing the stats over to Carson Newman broadcasters. And
You can tell how short we are when it's women's basketball. Wingate up. Bolton on the inbounds to Jelen. Out to Peyton. Now Sir Hughes. Good move to the bucket for
go.
Carlin Jelen.
boy, I thought that shot, the way he was shooting.
Halftime score, Limestone University Saints
Pretty
39.
close with
Carson Newman
just
Eagles, 38.
a three-quarter length shot. You don't normally see it come that close. Anyway,
What a first half. Almost on pace for just shy of 80.
Limestone back in the lead by 1 as they're keeping this very close. It's been fun. We will show you some commercials and then we'll be back on the air with commentary with about 2 minutes left. I got to go upstairs and actually turn off and turn on the camera. We got artifacts on it, so we'll see how that works. This is the Limestone Saints Sports Network. You have to be focused on the other first. Now hit F1. But at least we have a little time because what?
Let me know now, yeah.
First, early February or something.
I think it's like February, the first week.
Yeah, I noticed we play lacrosse in January. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Professor Scott Barry, along with Seth Eves. As we've had quite an exciting game, and just a 1-point margin at halftime. Saints up by 1, 39-38.
Well, before we get into basketball, is our switcher over there going to share some of that food with us over there? I mean, goodness me. Got a feast over there.
She asked if she could go get her food. I said, as long as you're here by the time the game starts. So she just brought it with her.
Oh, man.
I have not eaten today either, so they'll just make me more hungry when I go home, not what I need.
Yeah. I tell you, though.
We want to apologize. There is a white dot on the screen, and I've found out that it's actually a recording stop indicator. It's not a problem with the camera, but it's not one that I can fix in the time we have before the game starts.
But in all seriousness, though, yes, Professor, that was a breakneck first half. I mean, a lot of fun. And, Carson, Limestone is doing a good job guarding except for Braden Illick. I mean, he's really the man who's had a lot of their points.
Yeah, Illick with 22 points. Browder next with 7. Limestone a little more well distributed. Hughes with 11, 9 for Peyton, 7 for McKay, 6 for Jellen. As they've spread the things out, you go past that 7 for Browder, and it's 4 points for Zhao, 3 for Brennigan, and 2 for Butts. And for Zhao, he scores, neighborhood of 20 points a game, and he's got just 4.
Right.
Whereas Illick's way above, and that's because they've been letting him shoot threes. They finally started putting a little more defense on him out at distance, and but he's just 6 of 8. Whereas Limestone's best is Sir Hughes at 3 of 4. So Hughes at 11 points is basically at what you would expect for him in a game. But Limestone's, the way they do defense, it's often somebody who's not necessarily the highest scorer that starts scoring the highest for the opponents.
Right.
They've tried to take away certain other things. And we're underway here. Bolton takes the pass from Sir Hughes. Peyton back to Bolton. Hughes has a 3. That was off.
Oh, he's fouled.
Oh, yeah. That was... Zhao got a bit of the ball, and he got a bit of the arm. So 3 shots from the free throw line for Sir Hughes.
70% free throw shooter on the year.
For the Saints, that's a low number, by the way.
Yes, they lead the SAC in free throw percentage, 80.1 as a team.
Well, that one's okay. Saints can make this a 2-possession game if he makes all 3. Nope. 1-possession game no matter what. Got 2 of the 3, so it's above or at about his normal percentage. Hubbard with the ball. Browder, nice drive. And it's going to be and 1 with a foul on Peyton. That's his first personal.
On the basket, boundary shot.
So the Saints fairly likely to be in a tie here.
Jack Browder.
Free throws 80.4%.
Browder.
He's the 4th best free throw shooter on the team. We have a tie.
Yeah, Browder, by the way, had 36 and 16 rebounds in the game at Wise just about 2 weeks ago. He's on the inline, Bolton.
Yep. It's the second time where... Well, no, wait a minute. That was in the women's game. Now, Hughes stepped out in front of the Eagle bench. Wild shot.
Got it back. Oh, Bolton.
Good. That's off, too.
Yeah, he altered that one. Good defensive work there by Yaturi Bolton.
Hughes. Oh, nice move to the basket. Got his defender to just back up enough to make that an easy lay-in. Saints by a pair. We got a foul underneath. And I think it's going to be Jellin. Yes, his second. So Jellin and McKay with 2 fouls each for the Saints. Zhao and Hubbard with a pair each for the Eagles.
Oh, boy.
Got the wide open 3. Won't go. He got a little bit cold at the end of the half. That doesn't mean he won't get hot again. It just,
Oh, yeah. It would. You're right.
but given the speed of that first half, he was a little short, and he was there too. So you wonder, you wouldn't think, oh, bad pass. Huge block by Greg McKay. This will be the first credited block. They didn't give a block to Bolton on that previous play. Bolton with a foul, and he's not happy about that because he thought he bodied him up correctly. He didn't have any hands in, but he gets called for it. His first, team third here early in the second half.
2 foul shots.
Chance to tie here for the Eagles. Router 80.4% we mentioned before. Rennigan's at 86.7. Illick is at 83.3, and Zhao is at 80.6. Now Bilbrey is 100%, but he's only had 3 shots.
Yep. So tied again.
McKay had the, and one. Illick gets fouled. That's his second.
Good work there, Greg McKay, able to knife his way in, draw the contact, get the bucket. Chance to make it a 3-point game at the line, and McKay at 82% free throw shooter on the year.
Yeah, the Saints really doing well from the free throw line. 84% for Owens, who's not here. Rayler Vargas is at 86% almost. And Trey Locklear is at 88. 87.5 to be more specific. Well off on that 3. McKay with his 6th rebound to lead all players.
And Coach Perry says push it up.
Fade away, won't go. Shaw with the board.
Not the worst look in the world, just didn't go.
Nice pass out. Going to get the foul, but the ball did not go in, so that's a good enough result for the Saints.
You talk about in terms of the pace, a stark contrast from the start of the first half to the start of the second half.
Yes. I mean, we were at 38 or 39-38, and so.
Well, I meant in terms of time, too. I don't think we're going to play through 2 media timeouts like we did earlier.
No. Plus, I don't think we're going to get anywhere near 100 points the rate things are going.
No, and that was like a guarantee early.
The way the first quarter of time in the game went.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to go there, but this one.
Probably going to be high 70s, low 80s.
A miss. Saints lead by a pair. Make it a 2-possession game with a conversion here. Oh, nice.
Oh, Yaturi, baby.
And look at how fast he gets back.
Oh, I tell you, man, lightning quick.
May not have seen that at home because we're on a fairly close-up screen.
Trust us, though. He was back.
He was flying back.
And you love that as a coach. Oh, man.
Gelling a little late on the help defense. Still remains a 2-point game.
But that one high off the window did Browder. It was a good pass, too, to set it up.
Oh, man, just couldn't get the angle. Zhao thought about the three, steps back and gets it anyway, and it's short. Now it's 2-on-2. Look at that, Sir Hughes, man, with players a foot over him almost, just puts it through.
Acceleration to the hole, fantastic.
But a nice job of just keeping his hands where they couldn't get to them.
Oh.
Yeah.
I could have called that, and I'm not an official.
Well, there's a little extra throwback from Hughes.
Hey, if it works, it works.
We'll take the break and go. Back at the Rock.
Good start in the second half of the Saints.
Yeah, they've outscored Carson Newman 11-8, shooting 66.7%, all on twos, 4 of 6. Carson Newman 2 of 8 for just 25%, but remember, 4 of those attempts are threes and they've missed all 4.
Yep.
So their 3-point percentage numbers have gone down to 36.8. Their overall field goal percentage is down to 44.4. Limestone overall 63.6 from distance and 54.5 from overall, and 87.5%, 7 of 8 on the free throw line.
Well, you know, there's an old saying.
Both teams, by the way, 7 of 8.
But you know, I'm watching with Carson Newman. An old saying comes to mind. Now, it could still work out good for him, but an old saying: you live by the 3, you die by the 3.
Yep. Turnovers 6 for the Saints, just 3 for Carson Newman. Assists 10 for Carson Newman. Great assist turnover ratio of 10-3. It's 7-6 for the Saints. Not nearly as impressive. Sir Hughes thought about the 3, but good closed defense.
Was flirting with disaster there. Oh, good look.
Okogie, good look. And by the way, he is more of a 3-point specialist than a lot of the players. But Limestone runs a drill in practice where everybody is shooting, if not threes, step inside 1 long 2s. And they split the players on each half of the floor. And whoever gets to 10 made 3s in a row wins that little round, and then they do it again.
Go. It's a fun way to make practice. That's a good way to make practice fun, I suppose.
But it also means that they're spending time doing it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You mix business and pleasure.
McKay a little too hard off back iron.
Yeah, there was a layup just now by Hubbard, I believe it was. And here he goes again.
Oh, great in putting the ball up, but he's fouled.
Listen to this statistic. Sorry to cut you off about Trey Hubbard.
Go ahead.
And I think this, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, I'm just saying this tells you about how college basketball's modern climate is. This is the first time in his college career that he has had the same head coach in back-to-back seasons.
There you go.
He had 10 rebounds last year here at Timpkins Center, which was a career high for him.
First free throw in, cuts the lead to 4.
Hubbard's from Charlotte, North Carolina, went to Queens. then was the college he went to before he went to Carson Newman. Only a 59% free throw shooter.
Well, he made both there. Full court press.
To be fair, he had only attempted 53 on the year.
Vargas in. Great screen. And a
Jump shot.
Wow.
nice shot by Hughes. It looked like it wasn't going to go. Whoa, nice save, actually. Trying too hard. Won't go. And somehow saved. Bolton, corner three. Boom. Oh! Largest lead of the game for the Saints at 8.
Bullseye. Release, rotation, splash.
Now that's the shot they wanted to see there. Nice job of taking advantage of a turnover.
Oh, good defense by Payton.
He did it low when he was going up for the shot and just popped it away. Okogie, elbow jumper won't go. Vargas almost got the rebound.
Oh, what a play! He stole it on his keister.
NBA 3 from Payton won't go.
Oh! Well, like I said, this game's had a little bit of everything.
Saints still lead by 8.
Travel.
And we got a media timeout. We'll take a 30 and be back. Back at the Rock. 58-50. 19 points for Sir Hughes, 10 for Greg McKay, 9 for Travis Payton. McKay at 6 boards leads the Saints. For the visitors, Illick is still stuck at 22. He's not scored anything in the second half. And Browder's up to 15, including 5 of 6 on free throws.
Yeah, Limestone just being, they're quick to react. I mean, they've come out really guns a-blazing. I don't know what Kyle Perry said at halftime, but boy, his team is taking it to heart so far.
I think the fact that they were up didn't need to have a lot said.
True. But they have, whatever happened, and they've kept it going. And, you know, you're getting people involved with three-point shooting.
This one looks a little more like the Mars Hill game that they won 84-64 than the Wingate game that they lost by just a pair, 77-75 on Sunday. Saints are really playing with some fire, and I think part of it has to do with the fact that they've had to use a little bit different lineup with Okogie getting a lot of time and the 2s, 3s, and 4s. Locklear, Davis, and Brown getting time on the court, although we haven't really seen Brown this one. Payton loses the handle, maybe with a little help. Illick from Zhao. Back to Illick. Oh, he had the open 3 and they didn't take it. Somehow Peyton ended up with a rebound.
Yeah, great job keeping it in.
Yeah, that was more the issue that I thought too. Okogie, drive. Foul on Zhao. That's his third.
It's like Khalees Fry is coming in. Junior out of Newport, Kentucky.
For Browder.
Trinidad State transfer. He averages 4 points, 2 rebounds a game.
How many minutes a game?
How many minutes a game?
How's that for a two-pointer?
Well, there you go.
Somehow Sir Hughes ends up on the floor.
Man.
Saints by 10, 60-50. As they have scoreless for Carson Newman the last 3 minutes and 6 seconds plus.
There's Illick.
That was a nice job of getting to where you expect Illick to have a big advantage.
Right.
Down close with switch-offs to smaller players.
Oh, nearly a steal by Fry.
But instead...
Oh.
So he misses the first time. He follows and makes it. Saints back up by 10.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Oh, what a backdoor.
Oh, good job of using the reverse layup, too, rather than try and take that in on the front side where you might get blocked.
John Zhao, whose father was a professional rugby player.
That's just 6 points for him so far, way under his average. Whoa, nice save. Shot clock down to 8. Fade away. Oh, man.
Oh, off the window. Oh, Emmanuel.
Awkward looking angle for that shot.
Emmanuel, sing that window song, my man.
Saints take the lead back to 10. I mean, Carson Newman's found their offense again, but Limestone's making a basket every time, too.
That's just a good look. He's just a good looking player, man. You can see why he started his career at a pretty successful Division I program. East Tennessee State, relatively a solid at the second. You could see he's got talent, else that's why he was there. Oh, Brennigan with a block. Stays right here, though.
19 on the shot clock, so plenty of time.
I was talking with Frank Giles about that at halftime, about how we both agreed that you could see why he was, why he landed there. And now, of course, it's at Queens.
Wide open three, won't go. But look who's right there.
McKay.
And he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot, too.
And that should be on Illick.
If it is, that's his third.
It'll be 2 foul shots.
Yep.
Go ahead, McKay.
Browder's set to check back in for the Eagles.
First one in for McKay. Last lead for the Eagles with a minute left in the first half was 38-35.
Back to a 10-point game.
Now we've been going back and forth because nobody's stopping anything. That one didn't go, but it's going to be a foul on Jelly. Or is that Okogie? No, Okogie. No. Gave it to number 3.
Franklin Davis.
2 foul shots.
Freshman out of Landrum, South Carolina. And we haven't seen Jamari Brown, but we have seen Locklear and Davis, redshirt freshman and freshman respectively. out of local areas, Boiling Springs and Landrum.
Tate Mulkey is in, the Coker transfer, senior from Charlotte. Well, Chuck Benson's
At this
first
point,
one-year
he's looking for something different.
Mulkey is Chuck Benson, the coach's first one-year player. Well, I'll tell you what, Mulkey didn't have to worry about changing styles too much, transferring from Coker to Carson Newman.
No. Coker was just as high-powered in offense last year, too.
Oh, steal.
By the way, speaking of soccer, the Coker coach a few days ago.
How about that? Going to Upstate.
A miss with a little help from the Saints. Peyton, nothing on the drive around. Peyton for three. Boom.
Oh, man.
Largest lead of the game for the Saints at 12. We got a bit under 8 minutes to go. And even though we don't have a huge crowd, you give up stuff like that, though.
The ones that are here are
Now
loud.
it's turned into the track meet.
Yep.
A little late to get to 100 points.
Which is great news if you're Limestone. You don't mind changing buckets.
Nice little recovery there. Davis. Peyton. Okogie takes the three.
Oh, bullseye.
I mean, he had a hand in the way with Zhao, but Zhao was a little bit slow on the defense. Didn't really get a hand on the ball. Oh, there's a three attempt, and it won't go. And it's going to be a foul, I think, on Sir Hughes for an attempt on the block out for Browder. We got a media timeout. We'll take it and be back. Back at the Rock, Sir Hughes, not leading all scores, but leading the Saints with 19. 16 for Greg McKay, Travis Payton with 8 each for Bolton and Okogie. And McKay with a double-double with 10 boards. Illick at 26, he's had just 4 in the second half. He's tied for the lead on rebounding with Zhao with 5. 17 for Browder, and the next scorer is Zhao with 6. So just 6 players have scored for the visitors, and they've only got 2 bench points compared to 11 for the Saints. 13-point lead right now, and that's the biggest we've had, as the Saints so far have not given up or started to slow down. Saints are pretty much on track to get close to their average at least.
Yeah, both these teams average north of 80. When you round it up, Carson Newman averages 89, Limestone 81. And now this is the point where if you're Carson Newman, time becomes a factor too.
You're basically at your starting 5 with Jolin replaced by Franklin Davis for the Saints. Browder with a foul shot. Goes. He's got another one. They're not even rebounding anything. Sir Hughes bringing the ball across the timeline. Saints by 11. Bolton, Peyton back to Bolton. Oh, nice little give and go. Elbow jumper, good.
Saints are really feeling it here in this second half. Wonder what their second half field goal percentage is.
And in the second half, it started out, looks like we'd gone from the track meet. Tip by McKay, gives the rebound to Sir Hughes. It started out looking like a big defensive battle for the second half, and then it turned into a runaway, and now Limestone dialing up their defense just a bit. Bolton for a quick three. Oh, man.
Oh!
16 points for the margin.
The Saints are on fire.
Illick doesn't make it. And Hughes with another rebound.
Coach Perry wants him to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, take advantage of the fact that you got a big lead and you can milk some time. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go down to 3 seconds on the shot clock, but at least use some of it.
Well, they are down to 6.
Bolton thought about the three.
All right, sir, better put it up.
Hughes did. That missed the rim, so it's shot clock violation. I think second of the game for the Saints. But you still got a 16-point lead, and you ate 30 seconds of time.
What a
with
great.
Just 5 minutes and a few seconds to go. Nice move to the basket there.
That's Browder.
Well, leads the scoring with 21.2 points per game. He's up to 21 now, so he's basically at his average. Won't go. Not a bad choice, but just won't go. Again, a miss.
He does not have the same touch that he had in the first half.
That's why they're letting him take him.
Yep.
I mean, he's tall enough, it's really hard to defend against, by getting a hand on the ball. It's being launched from so high, so you can afford to let him do it if he's missing. Bolton's shot a little off, a little short. Nice.
Yeah.
Now for Zhao, that is his 4th attempt and first make from downtown.
I'll tell you, I don't think Carson Newman's going to be taking too many more 2-point shots this game.
They've cut the lead to 11. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. Or no, it turned into a media. Go ahead, Bryn. We're back. Thank you, Bryn, for getting pressed into service.
Trying to steer us in the right direction.
That's right. By the way, that little white blotch you see on the screen, that's an artifact of programming on the camera that got set. And fortunately, we can fix that. We just can't do it during the game. One of my things I have to do before I shut things down for Christmas, basically. .348 to go, an 11-point lead for the Saints, and Saints with possession. Bolton goes into the other half of the floor to get the ball. Oh, trying to trap now up high. Okogie thought about the three. Instead, Hughes gets the three, and boom.
Oh, ring another one up. Money.
For the Saints, they are now 13 of 20 for 65% from downtown.
Yeah, you'll win games with that percentage. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that might be intentional. Oh! Oh!
Bryn's smarter than we are. She's just clapping.
I think they're talking about whether that's going to be an intentional foul or not.
It's one that if they're going to do that, they would review.
Media timeout.
I think they are going to look at that.
No, we're going to stay here.
Yeah, yeah.
For flagrant foul.
And it looks like they're going to go over and look at the replay. But I think you're right. That's the evaluation that's happening. I just wish that I knew a way to get their signal into ours.
I agree.
And at some point, I'll talk to the people that provide the equipment for us about, is it possible to install the app on our desktop computer that we use to stream and pull those signals?
Looks like a decision is being made.
Limestone still in their huddle. Carson Newman done with theirs. They've said what they need to say, and they're more interested in the results of this discussion. All we have on the board is Carson Newman's foul. I don't know if, was Butts involved with a foul on that play?
Excuse me?
Was Butts in the game and involved in that foul? Because the last foul on the screen is by 0, which I think is Sir Hughes for Limestone, not for Carson Newman. Now,
yeah,
officials are explaining to the coaches what the decision is.
All right.
They changed the scoreboard from 80 to 82, which means they're allowing the basket. And I've explained to radio for Carson Newman what's going on.
Foul.
It did do a flagrant foul.
Trey Hubbard. The basket was good. It'll be 2 free throws and then possession.
Yeah.
So the Saints get 2 free throws, and
Yeah, I took my headset off just to hear Frank clearly, and yet so Trey Hubbard is who got called for that foul.
his 3rd foul, 16 fouls. So 1-1 bonus for the Saints after this. And McKay, of course, goes to the line. He is 5 of 5 from the charity stripe and 18 points currently. Look at that.
Oh!
When you need the lucky bounce, he gets it.
Hometown roll.
Make here's 20 points for Greg.
And now possession of the ball to the Saints. They have blown this game open. This is a very impressive second half performance, just like in the Mars Hill game.
Well, just second half numbers. 44 to 28 currently. No, 45 to 28. That 1 point's not up there. Hughes on a tough inbounds. Okogie back to Hughes. Limestone really moving the ball, but not just passing like we saw with the Carson Newman women. They're making their bodies move. Oh, off on the 3 by Okogie. Okogie now 2 for 3 from downtown. Oh, nice tip. Almost made it. McKay.
Timeout, Limestone.
Timeout called by Limestone, which is exactly what you want in that situation. And Peyton, who was right there by the official, made the call.
Carson Newman has...
No, we'll stay here. It's too much fun.
Yeah.
2 minutes and it is a media timeout, but we've done plenty.
Limestone next game will be on January the 4th at Tusculum. That'll be the next game. Carson Newman, they play a game against North Georgia on Saturday before they go to Coker, January 4th. So buckle your seatbelts if you're in the Hartsville area on January the 4th.
Yes.
But
2 minutes and 48 seconds to go. The Saints with a 18-point lead.
Yep.
That other game, one game that's going, Emory and Henry actually beating Wingate at the half, 47-41. That's a surprise. As Emory and Henry has just one league victory, just like the Saints. Full court pressure, Okogie comes and rescues it. Trying to get the trap, and Sir Hughes dribbles right around it. Oh, Peyton for three. No, it's a pass to McKay. McKay misses on the putback. Okogie's follow won't count because of the foul, but McKay goes to the line to shoot a pair. The Saints, by the way, should they hold on to win, will end up tying Mars Hill temporarily. For the lead, but Mars Hill's playing at UVA Wise tonight at 7:30, so they may end up moving out of the basement, but not much up. McKay misses the first and the second. Rare for him. Nice. Three.
Oh, Banks open.
Yep.
3 pointers, Jack Browder.
Oh.
Nice block. Is that Browder?
Yes, it was.
That's the fourth block of the game for Carson Newman. Limestone's had 3, 2 by McKay and 1 by Peyton.
And if this holds, this is going to continue Limestone's recent mastery of Carson Newman. This will be, 4 of the last 5 in this series that will have belonged to the Saints.
Peyton looking into McKay. Fade away. McKay now with 23 points to lead the Saints.
Everything's been dropping in this second half.
Illick at 26 and Browder at 24, and an air ball.
Saved it, but right to Bolton.
Well, you try and hope somebody's
Oh,
there.
yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Steal by Hubbard.
nice steal.
Oh! Oh, foul. I thought he blocked it. Got a
Well,
clean
he did
block.
block it, but the problem is there was body contact. It's not the hand, it was the body. And
2 foul shots.
that's what I saw at least.
Two foul shots.
Fry and Mulkey about to come back in.
Lead at 17 currently for the Saints. Stays at 17. So with 1:34 to go, it is a, 6-possession game.
Yeah, it's a lot of possessions.
And the Saints well above their own average and keeping the Eagles well below theirs. Nice behind the back move for Peyton. Foul, hand check by Fry, I believe, is how they're going to charge that. Yep. Change in rules allow numbers like 7 to be there, or for Limestone Vargas with 8.
1 and 1.
It used to be you could only have second digits 5 and below.
1 and 1. Front end hit by Hughes out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. What a
And a chance to bring the lead back to 19, which would tie the largest lead that Limestone had before, and they don't get it. Hughes now 3 of 5 on the free throw shots, which is a little closer to his average. Short on that, but a nice oh, how did Bolton get that? Limestone's just going to hang on to it up high.
Yeah. No need to rush anything here.
They got 88 points. It's an 18-point lead, and just hang on to it until the shot clock's down to a few.
Oh, it went.
Yeah, he didn't get it off before the shot clock went off, but that was the intention, to make it close. And so if they got the Okogie almost with a steal.
Yeah, you'll let him have that one.
Basketball play over.
Coach Benson's
6.1 or no differential.
Coach Benson's not going to foul. Coach Perry, class act,
They're not going to shoot.
Not going to shoot it, and it's going to be a great win for the Saints.
16-point margin, 88-72. The Saints doing a great job. They will improve to 5-7 overall, 2-6 in conference. Carson Newman will drop to 9-5, 5-4 in conference. And for the Eagles, that actually takes them below Catawba, and especially if Wingate gets upset by Emory and Henry, takes them below. At 5-4, Wingate might end up 3-4, so they're going to end up just behind Catawba in sixth or fifth place. The Saints are going to move up to, could be just one above last place if Emory and Henry gets the upset that they were currently on track of. And by the way, that score, just a few minutes into the second half, 3 minutes gone, 51-43, an 8-point lead over the Bulldogs.
Well, I don't know if you want to run, if you want to have any more stats to run over real quick.
Just a couple. Illick stuck at 26 points, leads all scorers, 24 for Browder. No one else in double figures for the Eagles. Illick also had the rebounding lead for the Carson Newman squad at 7. Greg McKay tied the scoring lead with Sir Hughes with 23, but he also had 12 boards, and he was 8 of 9 at the charity stripe for what I would say is player of the game. And Saints also had in double figures Travis Payton at 14 and Yaturi Bolton with 11. Everybody scored for the Saints that played except for Locklear, who only had 5 minutes, and Vargas, who only had 7. Carson Newman had 6 different scorers, and on the bench, if I can find that number here, only 2 points compared to 11 for the Saints. Saints also out-rebounded the visitors 38-23. So quite an effort by the Saints, and that looked a lot more, you look at the last several games, even though they're just 2-2 in the last 4 games, you had Lincoln Memorial where they only lost by 6 to the league leading team. You had a 9-point, well, this is going a little farther back than that, a 9-point loss to Carson Newman at their place. Mars Hill, a 20-point win, a 2-point loss at Wingate. This is a team that's much different than the early parts of the SAC tournament.
If they can just, if when games get close, if they can find a way to finish those games, they could be a dangerous spoiler for some of the top teams in the conference.
Well, they can work themselves up into the middle and potentially get into the playoffs if they continue to play like this. But they do have to continue.
Yep. Well, that was it for 2024. Merry Christmas to you and the family, professors. A lot of fun.
Same to you. Say hi to your parents.
I most definitely will.
They didn't make it because I assume your dad couldn't get off work.
Well, For Dad, yes, Mama a little under the weather, actually.
Oh,
so.
okay. So it's too bad we didn't see them. We're used to seeing them over across the way. But great effort for the men. Women, they got some work to do. They went up against a buzzsaw, though. And Carson Newman's women's squad, deservedly top 10 in the country. So that'll do it from here. As always, if you want to know anything about Limestone University sports, the website is GoLimestoneSaints.com. Merry Christmas, Seth. And
Merry Christmas, everybody.
pass it on to the family.
It will do.